Okay everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark, our survival mode playthrough, episode number 14 of our trip into the Long Dark. We've actually been doing pretty well so far. We've switched regions since we started. We started off obviously in Pleasant Valley, we're now in Coastal Highway, so we've already made a move. Now if you've watched my playthroughs in the past, you'll know I usually leave it 30 days into the game before we get that far. We're only 17 days in. We made a little bit of an early move, but we want to keep things going. We want to find some interesting things to do, and that is pretty much where we sit at the moment. As you can see, the fire that we lit at the end of the last video, that's gone out. I've actually tried to pass a fair bit of time. We've passed about 4 hours in the hope that we can make this fog would lift and we can make our way quite easily across to the other side. But unfortunately, it hasn't lifted. We are kind of stuck. So I don't want to sit around all day. So I do want to try and do something useful and constructive. So let's pick up some sticks first off, because we used quite a bit of fuel on that there fire. So we're going to just do a little bit of gathering. I want to be a bit careful because this is where the bear tends to hang out, or can hang out. On this particular island, the bear den is actually down here. I think that is even it, or it's certainly around here somewhere. There is a bear den, so obviously there is a risk of bear, so we just have to be a little bit careful. We have some Old Man's Beard. We'll grab that. So far we've done reasonably well in avoiding, apart from that bear attack we had when we first got here. We've actually done reasonably well in avoiding needing to patch ourselves up, so I'm just trying to decide. We've got some more Old Man's Beard here. I'm going to gather it all up. We'll end up building a nice stockpile of Old Man's Beard wound dressings, I think, that we can kind of make use of. Okay, so I'm basically thinking maybe we can try and just sort of gather things from this island, and then we don't need to worry too much about coming back at a later point. We've got a cedar limb here. Temperature is actually pretty good. I'm going to break this cedar limb down. We'll get ourselves some firewood. Oh, perfect. There you go. That's what we needed to do, apparently. That's what we needed to do. That's cleared the weather. What's the temperature like now? It's 6 degrees. It's really nice out today in the Long Dark. So we've got ourselves some firewood. We actually have pretty decent outstanding carrying capacity, because we didn't find much inside the house here at Mr. Thorpe's homestead. So we shall make our way off this island then, and we shall head across. We're now going to make the grand entrance, I believe, into the coastal town site, which is over there. I never quite get this right. I never quite aim for exactly the right place, but we'll head over that way, and hopefully that will put us vaguely in the right area. I just want to get down off this island without risking falling. Plus also I want to make sure I do have a bolt hole in case I come across anything nasty, so I can run back up. Okay, we're gonna do this. I haven't got my bolt hole, but it'll do. Okay. So, what have we got on the ice? Well, at the moment, not very much, so we're actually looking pretty good. Now, I can never quite remember exactly where the town site is. I think that's it straight in front of us over there, where that little pier is. So that's where I'm going to head. Let's just make this... This is going to be the last kind of dodgy bit. There we go. Okay, so we're going to head that way. I'm not going to worry too much about the ice fishing huts. I'll just... there's a rabbit there that's escaped from Jack Rabbit Island. Let's make our way across towards the pier. Heading in the wrong direction, there we go. There's the other house, just over there. That's the one that heads off on the way to Desolation Point. We'll explore that one when we think about heading to Desolation Point. Now, I can see something on the ice. I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to keep going towards it for the moment. Normally you can tell from this, it actually looks like it's something dead. It is. There's crows circling overhead of whatever this is. It actually looks like a deer. So is it possible a wolf has brought a deer down? It certainly looks that way. Okay, well that might be useful for us. We can make use of that. Let's get ourselves over to this. It is, yeah, it is a deer. So hopefully we can harvest this one without any real hazard. Hope so, anyway. So there's a lot of burnt out buildings here. There is one, I think, occupiable building, which is that one, so we're going to head for that. Looks like this one's been here for a while, so no meat on it, but we have hide and we have gut, and that's what we want. It's 100% frozen, so probably be, oh, okay, a little bit quicker with the knife rather than the hatchet. I'm going to grab it. We shouldn't have any cold temperature worries. Obviously we're a bit small. I'm not going to bother with that bit of meat because it's not really going to gain us a fat lot, really. Okay, so now we need to keep our eyes open for wolves. We're a bit smelly now as well, so we need to bear that in mind. I can hear barking! I'm not even going to look where it is, I'm just going to run straight to the nearest building. Okay, so we've now got ourselves a hide, which is good, and we're in another house. So I'm going to drop that hide pretty much straight away and the gut. Because that can all start curing here whilst we're in this building. So we've got a bit of curing going on with it. So let's do our normal little loot everything jobby. So nothing in there. Have a solder, which is pretty good. We've got a granola bar and some soup. So this is actually a good haul in this one already. Blimey, we're doing very well. Oh, some tools as well.
This will come in handy.
Coffee. Right, tools I am going to... We will take... Because we haven't actually got any tools in this particular region, I don't think, so it's probably useful to have them. Although we will probably find them when we go in the gas station, which is where the workbench is anyway. So I'm probably going to start gathering some stuff in the gas station. I'm not going to bother hauling it all back over to the Jackrabbit Island. Well, certainly not yet anyway. I might do it at some stage, but I'm kind of using Jackrabbit Island as my kind of main base because it's a little bit safer. Okay, so what have we got in here then? Obviously lots of things to break down for firewood if we need it. And there's a fireplace in this particular house. We've got a flare. Shoes are no good to us, really. We've got some decent boots, so we won't worry about those. Nothing over there, no firewood. And in the bedroom, oh, we have a sweater. That's probably going to be useful. We'll keep that. Anything else lurking around here? Nope. Nothing on the shelf. We can break the shelf down. Anything? Oops. Anything under the bed? Sometimes it can be a bit sneaky. You'll see things hiding under the bed that you can't really easily get to, or really easily see. Okay, and we have nothing in any of these drawers by those things. And the final cupboard.
I'll take it.
I'm not going to bother with that. We'll leave that behind. Another flare. And obviously the toilet, which will give us the cistern water. What we want. And a bit of newsprint for some tinder. Although I think we've actually got quite a decent amount of tinder at the moment. So, okay. Nice, reasonably decent haul from inside this house. What's our weight like? Ooh, okay. Quite heavily encumbered. I thought I was moving a bit slowly. Oh, this cupboard.
Oh, lucky day.
Bit more food. Okay, so... I could do with getting into the gas station, if I can, because the gas station is a better sort of centre location to leave things. So I could do with trying to get in there. Obviously, we're aware that there is a wolf around somewhere, so I'm just going to build myself up a little bit. I think it's one of these where we're just going to have to tussle if we need to, because we're not far from a nice safe bolt hole, so if we do end up getting attacked, we haven't got to go far. I did hear barking, so there is a wolf around, I just don't know where it is. Which does make me nervous. I always get nervous around here. My heart rate has gone... Oh, there it is! Okay, I think we're going to end up fighting this thing. I'm just going to run for it. Somebody's moved the door! We made it, and the wolf, I heard the little kind of whining as if it was running away. That was a bit, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so, we're now inside the gas station. Before we start looting the gas station, let's just go and lay out our stuff. Now, obviously, if you've watched any of my past playthroughs, I have used this as a base camp before now, so I do tend to set myself up in the office at the back is where I tend to put all of my stuff, simply because this is where the fire barrel and the bed is. It's all over here, so we can stay here for a little bit. We're all good. There's also another bedroll, which is pretty cool. Storm mantle, all sorts of good stuff around here. But I'm gonna let's do a little bit of just dropping some stuff because we are carrying quite a lot here. I've got quite a bit of firewood, so I'm just going to drop all of my firewood just for the moment. What else am I carrying that's quite heavy? Tools are quite heavy. I'll drop the tools, we'll move the tools, and we'll pop them on the workbench. Because let's face it, if I'm going to do any crafting in this region that needs those tools, I'm going to be here to do it. So we might as well leave them here. We've got plenty, whoops, wrong button. We've got plenty of sets of tools knocking about. We don't need to worry too much about that. Food-wise, we've got quite a lot of water. That's why we're encumbered a little bit. We're getting a bit tired now as well. Okay, so let's start our looting of the gas station then before we sleep overnight. Start at the front, work our way through the buildings. So nothing here. Let's go behind the counter. Cash register. And we've got a recycled can. I'm going to leave that because we've got plenty of those in our inventory. Some more matches and another newsprint. Again, that little tactic that I thought about in an earlier video of leaving a little sort of fire starting kit everywhere there's a fire barrel or something like that. Or certainly where I'm likely... Oh, well, in this kitchen, another book. We've got quite a bit of research that we could be doing. That's like a crushed can. Anything else in here? It's a bit annoying how that fridge door doesn't fully open. Sometimes when there is things in there, it's quite hard to get. We've got some beef jerky there. A couple of flares. So we've got quite a nice stash of flares actually. Plenty of tinder from these cardboard boxes.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, I know. We're pretty heavily encumbered. Don't worry too much about that. We've got some more newsprint. Now this is obviously only coming from the pipe. Interesting one for our American viewers. UK toilets, I've never seen one like this. They all have systems, and I never have fully understood how these work from a technical point of view.
I think I can use this.
But anyway, that one is locked. We don't have the pry bar with us, so we can't get in it. Okay, so we've pretty much done this area, so now let's go through lots of tyres if we need them. Ooh, a hacksaw! Okay. That's cool. So that will allow us to cut down and harvest metal objects, like the metal shelves and things like that, to turn us into scrap metal, which we can then use for crafting.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Jerry can with some fuel in it, which is good. Nothing in the drawers. Gone are the days where you used to find stuff in pretty much every drawer. Now, you're very, very lucky. It's definitely been rebalanced. There's another book of the fire starting. We've got another workbench over this side.
Hope nobody needs
with
this
some
anymore.
charcoal. We might as well keep that. First aid kit here as well, by the way. Oh, a rifle cleaning kit. Okay, I'm going to keep that, even though I don't have my rifle, because you never know, we might find one. And a rifle cartridge. Little bits and pieces. Okay. And now in the back room then, we can start. We've got some quality tools down here.
This will come in handy.
So they can come with the simple tools over here. So we're pretty heavily encumbered now, so we are moving very slowly. Okay, so quality tools can go with the simple tools on that workbench. Obviously we've got some coffee, we'll have that. Can't go in that locker. Let's have a quick look in these two.
I'll take it.
Okay, we'll have a look at those. They might be better than what we're wearing. Okay, scrap metal I'm going to leave behind. Don't need that. Look. Let's just go through the filing cabinets.
I think I can use this.
More food. Yeah, you never find too much in filing cabinets, to be fair. Okay, and the other drawers, and there is a metal box on one of the shelves that I'm aware of as well. Just in case anybody thinks I have forgotten it. I haven't. Obviously there's a storm lantern here and a note. Let's have a quick read of the note. 2 more joined us today. Seems their horse couldn't go any further. One of them's called Sean. He's from Ireland, not quite home but close enough. Apparently he came here for an acting career. Best thing though is that he's got a bag of fruit pastels that he's going to share just with me. Probably for the best since everyone's so paranoid. The other idiots would probably think he was trying to poison them. I thought it'd be safer this far north, less people in the world. Maybe I should leave. A note left behind by backer 644. I am not a number, I am a free backer. But yes, there we go. So there is one of the other little Easter egg notes, and there is a rifle cartridge there that I missed. Computer on the floor, and obviously the last of the filing cabinets. I always miss a drawer out. Okay, so we're actually in pretty good shape here. Metal box. Okay, cool. So we've got quite a lot of housekeeping to do. Obviously, I want to sleep through the night. So let's just have a quick look at what we need to do housekeeping wise. Obviously, we are pretty heavily encumbered, so we need to sort through everything that we've got, pop it all into some drawers, and just try and tidy ourselves up, free ourselves up some space, sleep through the night, and then we can go around and loot the other buildings that are in this area, dodge the wolves, and see what we can get together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do all of that housekeeping, sleep through the night, and I shall join you in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. We have come through to the following day. You can see I've been very, very busy sorting myself out. I have stuff lying about all over the place in drawers, in cupboards. I've got things over here, I've got things over here, and I've got all my fire starting stuff laid out. Tools and everything is all in here, so we're all looking good. We're all pretty well organised. Slept through the night. We're into the following morning now. I don't know if you know what the weather's doing outside. I haven't been out, so let's go and have a look and see what it's like. Hopefully, we won't walk straight into the clutches of a wolf, because that would be a bad thing. Oh, it's not brilliant. It is not brilliant. I'm just trying to think where the nearest. I still want to go and do the exploring though, but I just. Well, obviously we've got a house just over there. I just don't want to walk straight into something nasty. Do a little bit of sprinting. In we go. Okay, so there's a few houses around here. Some of them are now burnt out. They never used to be, but they are now. Obviously, as things have developed, the game has changed a little bit. Right, okay, so let's have a look around this house and see what we get. I think there might be a cellar around here as well somewhere. One of these burnt out houses has a cellar or a basement. We need to have a look in there. Obviously, I've seen the salty crackers. Ooh, condensed milk. That's actually a good one. That gives you a pretty high dose of calories, that one. In the oven. So same old, same old. You see this every building we go into, same thing. We go round and we find relatively little. I've started to keep an eye open more around these as well for more cooking pots. So I think that would be a. Hopefully we'll find a few more of those knocking about. Okay, so not a massive amount of stuff. What have we got here? A ski jacket. Okay, I'm inclined to leave that because I don't think that's any better than what we've got. There's some work boots there as well.
Handy.
Or will it? I don't think it will actually. I'll leave it behind. There's some work boots there, or trail boots. I think the ones we're wearing are probably better. Let's grab the water. Never have enough of that. I left quite a chunk of my water behind in the gas station, so I'm building up a nice little stockpile. Another bandage. We'll keep that. So obviously cloth and things we can harvest some towels and curtains and stuff. Ooh, that actually makes it quite difficult to see. Ooh, now it won't uncrouch. There we go. Let's just have a look through the other drawers. Okay, so not very rich pickings in this particular house, but to be honest, in stalker mode, that's to be expected.
I think I can use this.
I'm inclined to leave that because we've got some thick wool sweaters which I think are going to be better. So I'm inclined to leave that behind. Okay, so not very much in this one then. So let's drop back outside and just see if we can find one of the others. And, God, if anything, the weather's got worse. Okay, gas station over there. I'm trying to remember in the gloom where the houses are. I honestly can't remember. Okay, we're kind of heading back out towards the road a little bit here, so just being a little bit careful. Got one over there. Let's go. There's a bit of sprinting going on. Okay, so the mountain road that we were trying to come down when we got attacked by the bear is the one that's kind of heading off over there. In fact, what's that? It's not moving, so it's not. Is that the bear over there? Or is that just my imagination? I think that might just be my imagination playing tricks on me. Okay, so can we actually get inside this house? Because it doesn't seem to have a accessible door. Here we go. I'm still... No, I think it's my imagination. Let's drop inside. I was convinced that was the bear standing over there, and I don't think it is. Okay, cool. So inside another one of these two-storey houses. And coastal house.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, it's no use to us. We'll leave that behind. Ooh, I'll tell you what, the sunlight effects here make it quite difficult to see. Was there something under that bench? Yes, there was a flare. I've got loads of flares. I've never had so many flares. I've actually offloaded a lot of them, put them in a drawer over in the gas station. So many flares. Okay, nothing in any of them. Nothing over there. Some dog food.
This'll come in handy.
Some fleece mittens. I will take them, but I have a feeling the ones I've already got are probably as good or better, so they're probably not going to be massively useful. More matches. I've got matches coming out of my ears over here as well. Okay, so we've got some meds there. We'll grab those. Same again, pretty much, I think, in this house. We're not going to find a massive amount of stuff. No, we've pretty much done this this ground floor then, so let's head up to the top. So it's pretty much the same standard. Oh, this is one of the slightly bigger ones. It's got a little bit more to it. Obviously, we've got a book under here that we can use for fire starting. These we can all break down for reclaimed wood if we need it.
This stuff will come in handy.
No, it won't. We're going to leave that behind. A thin wool sweater. Well, we've got thick wool sweater, so we don't really need that. So we're going to leave that behind again. I'm trying to... I used to go through where I literally did loot everything, but I'm trying to be a little bit more sensible about my approach now. Anything that's obviously not going to be of use to us, even as kind of a backup, I'm just leaving it behind. I'm not lugging it around.
I think I can use this.
Anything that could potentially be useful, or anything that we're liable to run out of, anything we're going to use, like bandages that we could potentially run out of, I will take. Okay, so again, we've pretty much gone through this house as well. Not very much here, so we're clipping through this town site at a rate of knots. Let's just drop back outside again then. I'm just hoping that the weather has cleared up just enough for me to be able to see. It looks like it has, actually. Ah, brilliant. Okay. I can actually see what I'm doing now, which is always a bonus. Okay, so we need to head back out from here. Okay, so we've been in this house. That house there is the other one we've been in, and over the far side is the other house that I was thinking of. I knew there was another one, and it's this one. So let's head over to it. And there is definitely a wolf charging straight at us. So let's get ourselves over to this house. There is definitely a cellar around here, and I'm pretty sure it's that building over there that has the cellar. The basement. So we'll go and check that out as well as part of our little sweep of the town site. There isn't very much in it, but Obviously, this is our game. We want to go through, find everything we can, get it over to Jackrabbit Island or the gas station. Probably gas station initially, then Jackrabbit Island. It's kind of how I'm playing it. See how well we do. So hopefully by now this far in, you've kind of got an idea. If you're brand new to the game, cooking parts, I'm keeping an eye out for those. If you're brand new to the game, hopefully you've got an idea. Welcome for a start, and hopefully you've got an idea of how to go about this. When I first started playing the Long Dark, I was watching some videos of a guy that was at another cookie pot, blimey. He was celebrating the fact that he had survived for about 3 hours in the Long Dark, and I can assure you, you've tripped over the starting blocks if you've only survived for that long. You really need to be, you know, we're looking into the hundreds of days here, not several hours that we're aiming for. And hopefully you've got an idea of how to go about playing in survival mode, and of course with the Wintermute playthrough as well, how to go about in Wintermute. So hopefully, if you are new to the game, you've got a good idea of how to go about it. If you haven't actually played the game yet, please do go and check it out. It's pretty cool. I'll be curious to hear everybody's kind of views and feedback on the game, what they think of it, how they play it, different play styles. Hopefully by this point you've kind of gathered how I go about things. Everybody has their own different approaches as to how to play the game. Some are a little bit more organised. I'm probably halfway in the middle of being organised and being a bit chaotic. So hopefully you've got an idea of how I go about playing the game now. I'm looting everything, getting it to a central point, and then getting it from that central point back to my base camp in each region. And then from there I am dragging it all back to an overall camp in the entire game world. I'm wearing 2 pairs of thermal underwear already, so I don't really need that pair. So that is all looking pretty good. We've already done that, haven't we? Yeah. That is all looking pretty good then. So we've pretty much looted this house. So we've virtually done the whole town site. I think there is only that cellar, the basement left to go, but I know there's some wolves wandering around outside, so I might leave that for a little bit before I do it. But right now I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. We've pretty much cleared out the town site. I'll go off and do that cellar. If I find anything interesting in there, I shall let you know, but I'm pretty sure it is that building that we saw as we were coming in here, if you want to go and check that out in your own playthrough. But if there's anything interesting in there, I will show you. Otherwise, I will see you back in the gas station at the start of the next video. But right now, thank you so much for joining me. Really hope you're enjoying the playthrough. Any comments, please do let me know. Anything that you'd like to see me do in this playthrough, any challenges that you'd like to set, pop them in the comment section down there and we shall give them a try. But right now, if you want to hit the subscribe button as well, that's down there, and of course the playlists for both this series and the Wintermute playthrough as well through story mode in the game. That is over there as well. But right now, thank you as always for joining me, and I shall see you again very, very soon.